Yo, what's up guys? Bill here, Classic Rock and Metal Review. Time to go over latest new releases out of Japan, bootleg CDs. This is just our CD episode, by the way, guys. We do a whole video episode, encompasses everything video coming up later in the month. And like I said on the last video, there will be a full month of episodes this month. No excuses. I'm actually really dying to get back into it. I know, kind of slacked off in June. Reasons beyond my control. We already been there. Let's move on. Guys, if you didn't see the last video, just got posted on the 4th of July. That was winners of the 1,000 subscriber giveaway. 10 different winners. Actually 11, I had 2 of one item. Go back and check that out. And again, just watch it till the end if you're one of the winners on how to get a hold of me. We'll get you your shit. All right, first of all, man, talk about a ton of stuff coming out in the last month or two. A little behind. I really didn't do this episode in June, so a little catch up here. Really probably almost 2 months worth of stuff. All soundboard this month. I'm not going to list anything here that's audience. Try to avoid that garbage if at all possible. Guys, first of all, and it's in the official glass as you can see. Pull it out for special occasions like today. What do we got? Equilibrium, man. This is like, you know, I used to drink this beer a lot, kind of got away from it. Back into it now. Infinite Mass. I haven't even tried it. This is going to be the first sip. 8% alcohol. Guys, this is a quality friggin' beer. Somewhere out of New York, if I remember right. Nice. That's all I can say. All right, talk about nice. Actually, 28 new releases caught my eyes. Might be 1 or 2 stray audience things in there. Mostly soundboard quality stuff and some good looking shit. I'm also at the end, after we go over the latest news here, new release news, show you the last 16 or so things that I picked up. Going back about 6 or 8 weeks now, some of these things, including up to something that I just got a few days ago. So let's cut the bullshit and get started. First up, Led Zeppelin 1 UK album, the Atlantic turquoise lettering version, non-label, silver press CD, $21, optional CDR for an extra $4, the US version of the album. Not sure we really need that one. And honestly, I never really, delved into whether there's a standard bearer for Led Zeppelin 1. Although, basically the original UK presses of a lot of albums tend to be the gold standard. So, this is kind of cool. $20 for a silver is not bad. Anyway, next up, another Zeppelin. Maryland Monitor Mix, 1977. Tour, 5 CD box set, Empress Valley. Empress Valley was busy the last month or two. Only 100 of these made. $350. I mean, I'll spend money on shit. I don't spend that much money on stuff. But just to show you guys a little variety of what you can get out there, this bootleg market is no joke. Zeppelin again. Now this is a cool looking one. Jimmy's Birthday Party, it's called. Another Empress Valley. This one more reasonable. 2 CDs and $40. Royal Albert Hall, very popular show. January 9th, 1970. I know it best from the video, the Zeppelin video. One of the partial shows is in there of this, and it's an amazing show, to say the least. So good that I usually don't bother having video concerts on CD too. Probably wouldn't mind having this one. All right, fourth up, Neil Young. A couple of awesome looking Neil Young titles came out. Empress Valley again. A little pricier if I remember right, but if you can even get them at this point. One's called Azteca. 2 CDs from Chicago Auditorium, November of '76. This is the Late Show. Perfect Edition, they're calling these couple of releases. Another one called Cortez, Perfect Edition. This one is from the University of Boulder, Colorado, November '76. Another 2 CD show. Both soundboards. Everything I'm going to list here is soundboard quality, unless I state otherwise. Both in slipcase style. I don't know why they do so many slipcases, I guess, I don't know. Jewel cases are just so much more durable. But hey, you get what they make. Genesis, Definitive Pittsburgh 1976. This is a pretty popular release out there. There's even a gray market release on Amazon a couple years back. 2 CDs, Virtuoso is the label with this guy. It's actually the second press of the 2020 release. This one looks good, man. Trick of the Tail Tour. I like that era. And another still in the classic era, or my favorite era, I should say. Genesis, Nebworth Park, 1978. 2 CDs. Again, Virtuoso. As far as I remember, this is a soundboard. Yeah, pretty sure I double checked that. This looks pretty interesting. Nebworth Park, pretty popular concert for Genesis. There was a video out having to do with it, which, I used to have that video at one point, but it actually only had like 3 songs. It was more of a documentary of the festival. I'm not sure if there's a whole video of that show floating out there, but good stuff from Genesis too. All right, let me turn that the right way. Next up, Kiss. Largo, 1975. This is a CD and DVD combo, non-label, and comes in a slipcase. Talking November 1975. Great era for Kiss. That looks like a cool one. Frank Zappa, something called Lost Guitars by Empress Valley. Really cool. This one actually sold out quick on Disc Japan anyway. Single CD. Looks apparently a collection of guitar solos from 76 to 84. One other song from 1967, Zappa jamming with Clapton. Now, I'm not really sure. It doesn't really say soundboard quality on this one. Could be part soundboard, part amateur. I'm not even really sure. I did hear a couple clips, and they were soundboard, but the clips don't go through the entire disc. Number 10, there's another 10th release, and this is awesome. Some cool Sabbath titles came out this month, guys. If you don't already have these, a couple of them look awesome. Dehumanizer demos on the Zodiac label. Triple CD. Basically, 2 of the CDs are rehearsals. Then the 3rd CD has a couple of the Geezer Butler Band demos of songs that ended up being on Dehumanizer. And then studio demos on disc 3. So, I mean, this has been around forever. I have a single CD version of this ripped off the internet. So this has got to be on your radar if you're a Sabbath fan. I'm not the biggest Dehumanizer fan. Really came to start loving that record when the Heaven and Hell tour happened in 2007. That sort of turned me on to Dehumanizer. So I wouldn't mind having this. $29 for 3 silver press CDs. You kind of just got to get it, right? All right, another Sabbath title. Definitive Cal Jam 1974. It's on Zodiac. Single CD. It's the master reel-to-reel version or source that came out about a year ago. I have the original release of the same exact show. I don't know if the label might have been Darker Than Blue, something like that. So I already have this show or else I'd be ordering it. If you don't have this one, guys, here you go. Here's your chance to get it, 20-some bucks. Another Sabbath title. This one's audience, but whenever something new, or at least new to me, pops up from the Born Again tour, or any tour for that matter, deserves a mention. We're in Holland from October of 83. Like I said, Born Again tour, friggin' rules. Zero to Zwali, it's called, if I'm pronouncing that right. Non-label, like I said, audience recording. Pretty early Born Again tour CD. Single disc. This one I think sold out pretty quick too, at least on Disc Japan. All right, 13th release to tell you is about the Police. There's actually a bunch of Police titles. I won't go through them all separately, just this one. It's called The Edge, 1979 soundboard. War Doors, the label. It's Toronto, March of 79, single CD. Now here you go. 4 different releases. I had to do the math in my head there. 14 through 17 are Police soundboard CDs. Actually, CDRs on Uxbridge. Houston 79, Boston 79, the Grand Ballroom in New York City 79, and then finally Béziers, France 1980. So Uxbridge just ripping out the soundboard Police from the 79 to 80 era. Number 18, Santana, Amsterdam 1972 early show. 2 CDRs, again on Uxbridge, the Caravan Soiree tour. I used to have this on cassette back in the day. I haven't heard it in forever. I remember it being really trippy, but I wouldn't mind hearing this one. Cool looking title. Number 19, Jeff Beck, 2015 live in Japan, 3 days complete. This is pretty awesome, and it looks like it's already sold out. 6 CDs that are soundboards from the 3 shows, 2 CDs each. 1 amateur DVD, kind of a bonus thing. Zabel Silver Masterpiece Series is the label that put this thing out. Nice, fat Jeff Beck box there. All right, number 20, Linda Ronstadt featuring Lowell George from Little Feat. I'm All Yours, it's called. This label's called Stoned Turtle. Never heard of these guys before. And all soundboard on this, record plant 73, bonus tracks with Lowell George from Maryland 74, some kind of radio broadcast, kind of a cool looking title. Number 21, The Who, Maximum BBC, High Watts the label, bunch of BBC recordings, broadcast recordings. Number 22, also from The Who, F Off My Effin' Stage, famous incident there with Abby Hoffman intertwined in the middle of this show. It's the complete Woodstock 1969 soundboard, Empress Valley. That was supposed to be a pretty awesome performance. I only have a few songs from the Woodstock soundtrack, so this looks pretty killer. Number 23, David Lee Roth, Ultimate Edition. It's a compilation of rare stuff from 85 to 97. Rare, live, alternate mixes, remixes. I think there's the entire Eat 'em and Smile demo on there. No label on this one, CDR for the release. Number 24, the Allman Brothers Band, Complete Oakland, 1975. 2 CDRs on Vintage Masters label. One of these songs ended up on their live album, Wipe the Windows, Check the Oil, Dollar Gas. But even that version was edited down. I think it's Jessica. So the whole concert, awesome. Win, Lose, or Draw tour. I'm in on that one. Number 25, Giuffria. I got to bring them up. You know, we were just talking about them last month with the Purple concert. They were the opener. I Was There episode called Coffee Break Concert, 1985 and more. Lost and Found's the label. It's 2 CDRs. If you're a Giuffria fan, this is like a must-have. Cleveland show, Milwaukee show, and then 4 demos. You know, I think unreleased demos. So pretty much a must-have if you like those guys. Eric Clapton Rainbow Concert, 8 CD box. This is actually 4 pro CDs, 4 audience CDs. Trying to give the fullest version of that show as possible. 1 bonus soundboard disc that I think is just from 1 show. But Empress Valley again, Empress Valley kicking some ass this month. Wish I had that kind of money for some of this stuff. Number 27, another Clapton title that looks pretty awesome. California Intoxicating Wind, it's called. It's on Mid-Valley, sort of sub-label from Empress Valley. 1978, 2 CDs, basically live in Santa Monica. Slow hand tour here from February of 78. Looks pretty awesome. Last but not least, guys, an actual audience title, but such an interesting little title. Pink Floyd, The World Club, New York City, 1987 Masters, the full title of it. Amity's the label. It's a CDR, an audience recording of a spontaneous, basically 1-hour jam that the band had when they went out for drinks after doing a show over at the Meadowlands Arena. And it's basically all cover songs. I don't think there's any Floyd even there. Richard Wright's not there, but Nick Mason, David Gilmour. All in all, I think there was 7 people from the band there or something. So it's supposed to be, there had been 1 or 2 other releases of this before. This is the most complete, 12 minutes longer kind of thing. Just an interesting thing, you know, that's all. I had to mention this one. Just kind of different than a lot of what you see on the bootleg market, right? All right, guys, let's take a look at a whole bunch of shit that I've got in the last couple months. I don't think I've shown you guys yet. Rolling Stones Undercover outtakes, remastered edition. I gotta tell you guys, I listened to this. It's a tough listen. This thing pretty much sounds like shit. If this is remastered, I'd hate to hear the original. It originally came in a CDR, slimline box, so no back cover art, just the trade card. And as the title tells you, Undercover, sort of alternate takes, maybe just sessions leading up to it. Just sounds horrible. There's a couple songs that sound better than most of it, and you got a couple repeated titles and all. So not in love with this, not what I was hoping for. But you know what, guys? I think it was $5 on RZ out of Japan. They do CDRs of what other labels do silver, and they're cheap as hell. You know, they're $10, and then they have these half-off sales of $5. You know, you take a chance. And here's another one of those, $5. The Police Synchronicity Tour Rehearsal. And I listened to this whole thing. 1983, Lilith, Pennsylvania, July 22nd of 83. Another slimline, tray card only kind of deal. And you basically get the entire concert. Now, Sting's not really singing here. He's kind of just talking through 95% of this. Sometimes he's not singing at all. So what's kind of fun about this is, you know, did you ever try singing Sting when you're got your police on? It's not easy. Well, you get your chance now because he's not singing a lot of this time, or just muted, more like talking. So I had a long drive I took listening to this. It was kind of fun, you know. I like thinking I can try to sing like Sting. So pretty decent. Musically, it's pretty much all there. Occasionally they stop and like, let's try that again. But not a whole lot, really. It's pretty much blow through the whole show. So for $5, I'm okay with this one. Unlike the Stones, where I don't know if I'm ever going to listen to that one again. Now this guy I've had my eyes on forever. And, you know, it's $20-25 on Disc Japan. Soundboard quality, right? Foreigner, Final Carnival for Freedom. I couldn't find this on YouTube to check it out ahead of time or anything. But it says right on the top there, soundboard recording, 1978 Foreigner, hell yeah. So again, when I was on RZ ordering a bunch of other things, I think it was half off. It was $12.50 or $15. All right, for that much, I'll go up. 30's tough. I'll do 15. It sounds like shit. All right. You know, I don't mind listening to stuff that's not perfect, but if it sounds like it's virtually an audience recording, I think it's a radio broadcast. Just so much generational loss that it might as well be an audience recording at this one, and not really even a great one, just an average one. So kind of disappointed in this silver press CD that's supposed to be soundboard. So I'll keep my eye out for this label, Shakantala, whatever the hell they're called. Nice CD and all, as far as the artwork and all that jazz, but kind of a letdown. I only got a few songs in with that one. All right, now moving on to some greener pastures. Actually, the flip side. Derek and the Dominoes, Fillmore outtakes. Now, I only have Layla by Derek and the Dominoes. So I don't have the whatever live album they already have out and stuff. This thing sounds like a live album. Perfect, awesome. I might have listened to half of this so far, or maybe I'm not sure. I don't think I listened to the entire thing. You know, it's a CDR or whatever, but again, guys, this was $5. More than happy with that one. In fact, it's excellent. I showed you a little of this when we did our like fantasy box set. Tour Rehearsals, 1979. This is really just one, you know, tour rehearsal, just like the Sting, or just like the Police one. Sound quality's not great, but not bad. Kind of sounds like all their bootlegs from that era. They don't sound like soundboard. They sound like someone's got a microphone on the stage. So yeah, it sounds better than audience, but it doesn't really sound like soundboard quality. But still pretty cool. Tour Rehearsal for Van Halen 2. I don't know if we got a date on this thing. We don't. I think the tour started March 26th. Anyway, $5. So happy with that guy too. Also happy that I got this beer. Oh man. All right. Blue Oyster Cult, Under Black and White. I've got a lot of material from them, but I don't have some of the stuff on here. We have live at Nuggets Pizza Parlor in Rochester, New York, April 3rd of 72, from an FM broadcast. Then we have from the Bootleg EP, 4 songs, Blue Oyster Cult, Bootleg EP. And then some 1970 demos, Stalk Forest Group, California Album Session. So I haven't heard this one yet. Guys, we're into the I haven't heard this shit yet territory. So, as you can hear, real interesting, cool shit on this one. Maybe today with that bad boy. Haven't got to this guy yet. Blue Murder, just got into them pretty recently, as you guys know if you follow the channel. Live in Japan. Where are we? Nippon Sinicon, sorry, butchering the name, live in Japan. 2 CDs, silver press CDs from Zodiac, 89 original lineup and all. Can't wait for that guy. I really enjoyed my 1974 Record Plant CD CD from Fleetwood Mac. Did a full review on a couple months ago, so I got myself another one from I think only a few weeks later or earlier, October 74, Ultrasonic Studios. Love the whole Bob Welch era. I'm cool with. So another soundboard CD to look at. And pretty much the same set list. Looking to see if there's anything else on here. Not really. Looks like pretty much just a song called Homeward Bound. So, but I don't care. I'm looking forward to this guy. This was a CDR for like $17. Yes. All right, man. Here's some more cool shit. Now I haven't had the Restless and Wild in this. That's going to be a Love You long time. So I'm waiting to listen to that because I just got that pretty recently. I haven't listened to that yet. I had that back in the day. This is Restless and Wild demos. So I'm going to wait to listen to the regular album first and then check out the demos, because I got to reacquaint myself with one of the upcoming Love You long times, Restless and Wild. So you got to pick up the demos, right? Anything that's demo, studio quality, if it's a band I like, I'm in. Alan Parsons Project, Night of the Live Project, it's called. Haven't heard this one either, obviously. I think it's a CDR, Project Zip. Soundboard recording, and it's from 1995, August. I went to this tour. I feel like it was more like April or May, but I'm looking forward to the set list. Looks almost the same as what I remembered, if not the same. So looking forward to some Alan Parsons live and from a quirky era. We're not in the 70s and 80s. We're not in the 2000s, mid-90s. Since I was at that tour, like I said. Now, guys, I know, go ahead, take whatever shots you want to. I'm not a big fan of these guys or anything, but I'm a fan of their first album. So I got this half price for $15. Duran Duran, New Year's Eve 1982 MTV. So it's a DVD and a CD. I love watching, concert videos. And it's a pretty short one. There's only 8 songs. 8 songs on the CD, 8 songs on the DVD. For $15, yeah, why not? Every once in a while I need something to just break shit up. And I was just watching some of these guys in concert this morning. Now, check this one out. This is also, I think, from that RZ order. Not on Disc Japan, I don't believe. Kind of forgetting at this point. It was a couple of months ago now. Mercyful Fate, the first gig, 1981. Denmark, September 6th, 81. Love Mercyful Fate. Especially that first original era of them guys. So I don't think I've ever heard this. I listened to this a little bit online just to see what the sound quality was like. A song or two. Last but not least, guys, this just came out a few weeks ago. I quickly scooped it up because you just have to. Anything Allman Brothers, soundboard, it's a yes, it's a thumbs up. The Complete Oakland, I already told you about it when we went down our new release list. So here it is, and you could probably expect this to be a full-on review in months to come at some point. So really excited about this one. They're kind of in their jazz rock era. They rock it up usually in the beginning of the concerts. Then when they get into their jams, they tend to be jazzier explorations than what they were doing prior. But there you go, guys. That's the new release update out of Japan, CDs. I do a whole separate episode where we talk about all things video. So the bootleg videos are part of that segment coming up in a week or couple weeks probably. There you go. All the new stuff I got. In a few days, you're going to see another video with reviews for at least 3 CDs. They're already done. If I got time to get to some of this new stuff, might add a 4th or 5th in there. All right, guys, that's going to do it for today. Everyone, have a good day. Catch us later.